Welcome to the Y Connect podcast. As the heartbeat of the community, the Y is a connector where people of all ages and walks of life come together to elevate their health, wellness, education, and essential life skills. Hear the stories of impact and join the authentic conversations where together we'll discover the journeys and pathways people take to connect through the Y. Now your hosts, Zarina, Robert, and Allison.
Hello, you all.
Happy Monday.
Yes.
Happy night before Halloween. Woo-hoo.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
Yeah, we're having a fall festival here at the center tomorrow, so you guys are welcome to come.
Oh, I'm going to be there.
Goodness.
I'm dressing up.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And I don't know what I'm wearing yet, but I'm wearing something.
I don't know what I'm wearing either. Don't feel bad.
Okay, good.
Maybe I should
But
just do
I'll
what I
have
used
candy.
to do is just walk home with my football helmet and just collect candy in my football helmet.
Oh, nice.
It was easier
That's
that
a
way.
great fallback.
Right.
That's right.
Oh,
What time's the fall festival going to be?
It's going to be at 9:30.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
and all the littles will be dressed up. Is that
They
correct?
will all be dressed up. The teachers will be dressed up. It's going to be amazing.
Very
I
nice.
can't wait. I've got my
Very
candy,
nice.
so we're ready.
Oh, yeah,
Please
you're
take
winning then.
pictures. A lot of
Oh, we will. And I'll share.
Nice.
Okay. Well, today we're going to get started. We're going to get into our newest episode on Y Connects, the Golden Connections inside the Y Classics Club. And today we have the privilege of sharing our heartwarming new chapter of the YMCA of Metro Atlanta story. Our organization has launched what is called the Y Classics Club, celebrating the vitality of life's golden years. The Y Classics Club is our way of lifting up the lives of our members who have turned 90 years young by providing them a lifetime membership to our Y. Truly special. Sharing the significance of this newly established Y Classics Club is Membership Experience Director of the Robert D. Fowler Family YMCA, Robert Wilson, and one of our newest Y Classic members, Lorraine Pausman. Welcome, Lorraine and Robert.
Hi.
Thank you. Hi.
And a happy belated 90th birthday.
Yes.
Thank
how
you.
Fabulous.
Came fast.
Well, I'm going to jump right in, Lorraine, and ask you a question. We are honored to meet you and congratulations on being named a Y Classic Club member. Could you tell us what some of your initial thoughts were when you first learned you would be celebrated and honored in this way?
Well, I walked into the Y one day and Rob came over to me and he said, "Congratulations." And I said, "For what? My 20 years working here or because I'm 90? And he says, "Not your 20 years working here, but because you're 90, you get free
Wow.
membership." So I was ecstatic, free membership, lifetime free membership, might be another 10 years.
Wow. And you are beautiful.
You are gorgeous. I mean,
Thank you.
gorgeous. Honestly, I think I would predict like maybe 70, maybe.
Right.
Like I'm telling you.
The body knows better. The body knows it's 90.
Oh my gosh. Well, before we get into the next question, Lorraine, tell us a little bit about your history, your background. Would love to hear about some of the highlights of your 90 years.
Well, have 5 children, set of twins, 7 grandchildren, 3 great-grandchildren, and I'm originally from the North, Salem, Massachusetts. So I'm the good witch that they let out. And I came down here in '67, and went to work, had children, and all those things.
Wow.
Was divorced, husband left with 5 kids, and then I remarried a wonderful man, wonderful man. but he passed, so I have been a widow for about 30 years, and
Wow.
I have traveled. I retired when I was 68, and I didn't have very much to do, so I checked in at the Y, and they hired me. And then I worked here
Wow.
for 20 years, and I loved it. I loved
Excellent.
Wow.
seeing the people come in, and
Hmm.
uh, I like seeing especially the Parkinson's people and the people that really needed the Y, because they come in with their walkers, and they were so happy to see me for whatever reason, and it just made me feel good that they were coming to the Y, and they were looking forward to their classes here, so that and then I, after the vaccine and the COVID, I retired when I was 89, because I thought, but my working years at the Y were great because I could travel. I went to Australia, I went to Russia, I went to Italy, and
Wow.
so I would travel, and then the college kids would work, and I'd come back and have a job. So it was a no brainer. It was
Yeah.
fun. It was fun. Don't travel so much now. I kind of just go to Seattle and Charleston and Richmond.
When we
And
were
that's
trying to set, oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead, Robert. Go ahead.
I was going to say when we were trying to track her down for some conversations about the award, she was always out of town. I could never
Oh,
get her.
wow.
What a life well lived, though. My goodness. And
That's
I'm
right.
assuming you traveled to Seattle and Charleston because of your grandchildren or children?
my children. I have a son in
Nice.
Seattle, and a daughter in Charlotte, and daughter in Richmond, and I can spend 3 days at one daughter's, and I can spend a month at another daughter's. I got time limits.
I understand.
And
you know.
no doubt. Well, this question is related to sort of what you've already mentioned, Robert, but would love when we asked you to come on the podcast to talk about the Y Classics Club, you immediately identified Lorraine. Why is that? Tell us why.
I just love her energy. She has such a passion for the Y. Most of the days she's
I do. I
here, she
love
has
the
on Y logos, and
Yep.
she's even got her classic shirt on today. But yeah, she's amazing. We even did a function at Peachtree Corners recently, and she was actually there at the table, singing all the praises of the Y, the Follow Y, to people that were stopping by. So I really appreciated that.
A real ambassador.
Yeah.
Truly,
Right.
But it
truly.
was true. It's true.
Yeah. I love that.
You got to love the passion that you have for the work that you do. And just you started off with by saying how much you enjoyed working at the Y for the 20 years that you worked at the Y.
I
That's
did.
amazing in itself. That's truly amazing in itself. As a Y Classics member, what have you told your family and your friends about this opportunity?
Well, of course, I told them that it was free, and they're thrilled about that.
Hmm.
And they're also happy that I use the facility, that I do the water aerobics, I do the chair yoga, and so they want me to stay healthy.
Good.
So I
Hmm.
do, and so they're happy. They're happy that I do get the free Y membership. They're happy I use it, and that I
Hmm.
do come here. Well, it serves all the purpose. I get my exercise in the water, and then I get my social because I play cards, and then we play dominoes. It's just and I've met so many nice friends here. Friends that we're friends for the last 10 years. So
Wow.
the why is very important to me.
I love that. So, Lorraine, I have a question that we didn't send you, but I want to know, how do you stay so youthful? Because you are truly very, very beautiful. How do you stay so youthful?
I don't know. I guess a long time ago I decided the best gift to give my children was to stay healthy. And if I stayed healthy, their lives would be easier. So I just try, I like exercising. Well, not really like it. That's kind of, I do it, but it makes you feel better. And I'm involved in eating properly. You know, I take care of my health. If I get a pain, you know, there's a chiropractor, there's a homeopathic doctor, or just eating healthy.
I
So
love
the only
it
thing I
too.
say to everybody is do not drink diet drinks.
Yes, it's good advice.
No diet drinks for the healthy people.
I love that.
I'll get my shot in there. Well, because I think diet drinks are so bad for you.
They
Drinking
are.
coffee and tea and water. There's so many options. You can eat
I love that.
normally and be healthy.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, thank you for sharing that. So, my next question is for Robert. Robert, this has to be some of the most meaningful work that you do for us here at the Y. Can you share what the experiences has been like?
This has been fantastic. Lorraine was the first one for us, and I just love, like, she gave me a big hug when I told her, and since then I think we've connected even more, and I just love hearing her stories. We had this conversation about not eating processed food and about diet drinks the other day. So she's just such a wealth of knowledge and a pleasure to be around. And we're so happy to give her this recognition.
Thank you.
Wow.
You, Robert, also, I think I read in your bio, do quite a bit of work with our active older adults like Lorraine. Isn't that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, we have a group called Lifelong Learners where we meet every other week, and they decide which topics we're going to talk on, whether that be health and nutrition. We go on local field trips. So it's a really great group. Of course, we have Domino's, we have Canasta. We also have a grief and loss support group, as well as a caregivers group. So
Very
it's
robust.
just, yeah, my passion has always been keeping members connected, especially our senior population. So we just keep growing. As we see a need, we try to make it happen.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. So, Lorraine, as you look back on your time with the Y, 20 years working at the Y, and now as a retired staff member for the Y, but a member, could you share an experience that you think stands out the most?
Oh, I I really don't know. I mean, I just enjoyed working here. I enjoyed seeing, like I said earlier, the Parkinson's. uh, I guess seeing the people coming in to exercise who really needed it and how it helps them. I mean, if they would come, if they would just constantly come, if you can constantly get older people to come, they would have such, you know, more joy in their lives. Some of the older people don't have anyone to talk to. At least if they come to the Y, somebody will say something to them. I, and I like meeting. I have met so many uh, long-term relationships by being here at the Y, which have, you know, I could pick up the phone and call them, and somebody's always there to help you. So it's just a good place.
A real network.
Yeah.
Sure, that's
I like
incredible.
that.
That's incredible. And you've definitely touched on your interest and passion for working out, your interest and passion for the social connectiveness that you find at the YMCA. Can you share a little bit more advice with us and the listeners in regards to maintaining a healthy lifestyle? Are you involved in volunteer work at the YMCA? Are you involved in any other outside partnerships that the YMCA may have?
No, I'm not a good volunteer. I, I just, take care of myself and stay healthy, but I don't do too much volunteer. And
Okay.
so,
Outside of water aerobics, do you have any particular other classes that you like to take?
chair yoga, I do the chair
Okay.
yoga and the water aerobics mostly, and
Okay.
the treadmill and the track and things like that. That kind of takes the week because Sundays is water and Monday is I work out with a trainer and Tuesday is water again. And I do happen to belong to a weight loss group called TOPS, uh,
Okay.
and I'm involved with them. And it's a nationwide group that people haven't heard too much of, and just try to keep a healthy eating environment.
Fresh
Yeah.
food
That's
and no processed food. I really hear you on
Right.
that.
If you can stay away from the processed food, because everything you read in the processed food, it's a hard thing to do, but uh,
mm,
portion control and less processed food, actually. And you can eat everything. I mean, you can eat bacon and eggs. That's a good breakfast, actually.
right.
Just don't have the bread.
That's right.
But bacon and eggs are pretty good.
So,
Different lifestyles for different people.
mhm.
Very true.
For sure.
Very true.
Yep. Some great advice, Miss Lorraine. So, Robert, what has Lorraine taught you about well-being?
One of the main things we talked about was just the importance to keep moving. I don't think it
Mm,
really has to be anything overly strenuous, but just as you age, keep moving. We had a conversation about the processed foods, and I was like, went home that night and told my partner, okay, we need to clear out anything processed. So
yeah.
Oh,
just like, her message of just keeping it simple, eat real foods, don't eat processed foods, eat things that are natural.
Right.
There's so
So,
much truth in that. I think a lot of these manufacturers of processed food put things in it that are addictive, that we keep going
right.
back and eating them and ridiculous, that's when
Hmm.
people eat mindlessly. We're addicted to that sugar and the salt. But you have a better feeling about yourself and you sleep better if you eat real food and whole food,
That's
right?
right.
that's true. No, that's really true because you know, uh, just eat real mayonnaise. Because if you start eating the light stuff, they just put other things in it that are bad for you. We
Right.
do need fat. We need fat for our brains.
Hmm.
Yep. That's why they say to eat a lot of fish because that's the
Mm-hmm.
healthy
Right.
fats
Mm-hmm.
that we can put in our
Hmm.
body. Well,
Mm-hmm.
what we do at the end of every episode, and we're going to ask you both to do the same, is we like to understand the people that we talk to, their pathway to the why. Like, how did they first get connected to the why? If you could share your personal why story and how you first were connected. And why don't we start with Robert?
Okay. I really have two stories. I have my story for now, and I have my first connection story. I was right out of college and went to work for a publishing company in Pensacola, Florida. I knew no one, and I ended up joining the local Y. And within a few weeks, I had made connections with the staff there. I had met friends, some of the friends which I still have. So
Wow.
I think that just always stuck with me, going somewhere where you're completely alone and, making friends and acquaintances that I'm still talking to, it's amazing. That was over 20 years ago. So,
Wow.
Wow, that's a great
and
story.
yeah.
Keep going. You had something
Oh,
else you wanted to add?
yeah, I was going to also say my other story would be, it's my story here and the impact that we have had on our seniors. And I think, my mind when I first started, I had all these ideas that we were going to do knitting and cooking classes, and my seniors quickly
Oh,
said,
wow.
we don't like any of that. And
Yeah.
I think, and I think it's very important to ask and survey before you start. But where I
Right.
was going with that is one of our seniors, she, stopped to me after one of the meetings and she said, I just want to thank you. She said, the connections that I've made through all these different programs got me out of the house. She's like, I was depressed. She said no one would have known I was depressed because put on a brave face. But she just wanted to thank us for, these connections and the sense of purpose and belonging that she has now. So I was just really appreciative of the comments. And I think that's where I get the drive to, make the connections for everybody.
Love it.
I like it. I like that they gave you that advice and feedback, so
Yeah.
you came in with informed decision.
Right.
How about you, Lorraine? We'd love to hear how you first got connected to the Y.
Well, like I said before, I had retired from corporate America, and I needed something else to do. And I thought, the kids were all gone, and my job was gone, and don't have to sit in that 285 traffic. But what am I going to do? I can't just sit home all day. So I thought I'd look for something part-time. And the Y was hiring at that time. I don't know if I should say this or not, but when I did get interviewed by the Y, I thought I was getting interviewed for and I know it's an important job, but I had never been so thoroughly interviewed in my whole life, working years. My gosh, I'm never going to pass this test. But anyway, so they did hire me, and it has been a great experience. Because it was very different then than it is now. Because we had the college kids would work for you, and then the other members who were working, we would switch out with each other, and it was great because anything you wanted to do, and myself, because I started to travel, and I'd be gone 3 weeks at a time, and I'd be gone 3 weeks on a cruise or something, and I got back, and I just get my job back again. So it was fun. It was fun.
Yeah.
I didn't do as many classes as I do now because between traveling and working, but then after the pandemic, that's when I really started to be more diligent about the classes, the water aerobics, and which is great, and the chair yoga, which is also great, and all the classes, the line dancing, and because the canasta and the dominoes, those are my favorite.
Fantastic.
Very nice.
Fantastic. Tell us about the jobs that you've had at the Y then. So when you were first hired, what was your job, your role?
Oh, I was just front desk. And I know for some reason I have never mentioned it, but I am also a licensed massage therapist.
Wow.
And
Nice.
I don't speak about that very often, but I did that part-time with my full-time job. I worked for Home Depot in the customs department. And and then so when I first retired, I also did the massage part-time. And then I had the therapy on my hands. I had carpal tunnel, so I had to give that up. So I guess I retired from 3 different jobs. I forgot about that one.
I think the front desk job at the Y is probably one of the most important roles we have. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree
absolutely.
because when I come to the Y, Audrey's at the Y now, and she is beautiful. I mean, she always smiles at you, and she says, "Oh, I'm so happy to see you today," and she really means it. I mean, she really does. And Doris, I mean, they're so great at the front desk. Well, Rob knows that.
Yeah.
Well, you paved the way.
I like
it
the
sounds
front
like.
desk. I did.
You
I
paved
liked
the way.
It was fun.
Are you ready to come back?
Uh-oh.
Another thing what the Y does when you work the front desk, when you move to a different section, you don't know anybody, and then you're in the grocery store and somebody says, "Hey, Lorraine, how are you?" Or, "I know you. Where do I know you from?" And it's the Y. So
that's fantastic.
Beautiful
so
stories.
it brings you into the community more.
Mm-hmm.
Very much
Yeah.
so.
I love
Well,
the Y.
congratulations again on
Yes.
being a member of the Y Classics Club. It's very exciting.
I know,
Yes.
but we need more members. I'm the only member. Oh no,
Well,
another lady.
we have somebody else
Yeah, we
today.
do. Mhm.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Good.
All right.
I know this
Yeah,
is
this
something
is
we're doing across the association. So I don't know what count we're up to now, but it's something that we just recently launched. So we'll report back and find out what
Okay,
number we're up to.
that would be good.
Lorraine, just know you're in blessed company.
that's right.
You were in blessed company.
Absolutely.
I love the
Yeah.
Y.
Well,
Yep.
thank you. And we love that you love the Y. Thank you for being such an important part of it. And thank you both
Thank
for being
you.
here. This has been
Yes.
Oh, I
fantastic.
enjoyed it.
Yes, we enjoyed
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you for listening to the Y Podcast. To continue the conversation or to find your closest Y, please connect with us at ymcaatlanta.org and sign up for our newsletter, Healthy Together.
Thank you.